I'm Lloyd from Bumstead Bicycles, and we're a Trek dealer here in Southern California, and we just set up a bike I'd like to show you. It's the Dual Sport 1 from Trek. This is their newest version, aluminum frame, component package. I'm gonna go over some of the changes from last year's model. The first big one is they went away from a suspension fork and went to a rigid fork. They went away from a 700C wheel tire combo to a 27.5 or 650B, depending on how you look at it. So more of a wider tire combo here. You have the ability to go up to a 2.2 in tire. The advantage of this combo over a suspension fork and 700 is that the rigid fork is lighter, stiffer. It's true, it does not have the suspension, but by going to a wider tire that you can run a lower air pressure, it kind of balances out. I'll have some people that'll argue back and forth, but I was really thinking about it the other day, and the suspension fork that came on these, not the greatest suspension fork in the world. So I think you're gonna have actually better handling with a rigid fork than you would with the suspension fork overall. Maintenance over the long run will be less. So first switch is that. Now they've kind of changed up their internal cable routing, things they've learned from their road bikes. It used to be the cables came out of the handlebars and went into the frame right here. Kind of interesting. They all go through up through the headset now. A little cleaner, smoother looking. Mechanic standpoint, a little more of a plumber's nightmare, but still fairly easy to work on, but makes for a very clean, sleek looking bike that all the cables are almost hidden and down into the frame. So Trek uses what's called hydroforming in building their aluminum frames. You'll notice that none of the tubes are just a plain round tube. They all have a very specific shape. The advantage to that is the engineers can build a very light, very stiff and strong frame. So you just get great performance out of their frames. Shimano drivetrain throughout, derailleurs, cassette, the whole thing. It is an 8-speed system, 2 in the front, 8 in the rear. It gives you a good wide range of gears for the bike. Again, dual sports are designed for street, gravel, just a little bit of everything, just not hardcore mountain biking, but just a good all-around bicycle. Braking, let's flip this around for you. Disc brakes, front and rear. Cable from Tektro, again, good brand name brakes. Some companies will use no-name brakes at these price points to kind of get costs down. Trek didn't skimp, uses a good brand name brake. Us mechanics always appreciate that. They're just easier to work on, easier to service, work well. So just a really nice, if you're looking for a bike that you're just not sure what you're gonna do with it. I always joke and call bikes like this the I don't know bike. When you ask the customer what kind of riding they wanna do, they're, I don't know, a little street, a little fire road, a little bit of everything. We take them to the dual sports. The little bit wider tire, if you haven't been on a bike in a while, is gonna be a little more stable than the narrower tires. So, you know, even though you're street riding, you might benefit from that. But look for your local Trek dealer. If you're local to Southern California, come by and see me. Say hi, say you saw me on YouTube. We always appreciate that. Thanks for watching.